support and resistance study, the Nasdaq, 11 days, spanning 11 days on a 60-minute time frame. Ah, yes, this great little chart's got some very powerful subtleties on some good nuances. So, right. So over here, price rejects, we react, we come down. We come up, price again, we reject. So as we move down, resistance would be drawn. Okay? Price slams down, bounces up. This is where the close is. So we know there's buying. And as we rally up, or from the close to be fair, this level of support would be drawn. So we rally up and we gap over resistance. Now, as we react, come down and we break this little bit of support, I would draw resistance from the highs of this bar. You know, why? Why would I draw resistance here? Well, we have a whole day's worth of trading. You know, this is a 60-minute time frame. We've got all this price action here and we're unable to break the highs. In addition, we're making lows. You know, we're breaking the low of our initial gapping up bar. That should be an imbalance of demand supply, and it should be demand. So we should be testing here and rallying further, but we're not. Okay. So if you don't draw this in here, we have to draw it in when we break these lows here. You know, when we come up like this and we come down breaking these lows, this is, you know, we know that this level here, this level of resistance is significant. We need to draw that in. So we come back down, we've got evidence of good selling, we come back down, we test support here where we spring, we rally up. Okay, as we react from here, I will draw in resistance. Now, it's unsurprising that we react here. Why? Because it's selling, the big wide selling bar here, and obviously we've got our initial selling bar over here. So from here we react, come back down, test, we hold, good buying. We rally back up, we break this resistance. Now we get a nice little bar, closing firm, spread increases, you know, compared to these little bars here. And when we break into new highs here over this swing high, this resistance should now turn into support. And it does. We hold 1, 2, 3 times. And then we rally into new highs, breaking this resistance level over here. And we do so with some fairly good buying. Buyers are unable to sustain the buying. You know, we can't really rally away from the danger point. You know, this should now turn into support, but we react and we come back down. Now this leads to this. What is this? This is a local level of support, and look how important this level is. It gives us an opportunity right here to get in right at the danger point. Why? Well, think about what's occurring here. This is resistance, okay? This silver line. What should happen at resistance? Supply should emerge, okay? But what's occurring? These two bars, as we come down, these two bars reverse and they close firm. They're closing firm. Okay, no problem. So we push up, nothing really to do, but we just note that. We note that. We push up, come back down, and what's this action ending? A 2-bar reversal, closing firm. So now we're thinking, you know, our spider sense is tingling, you know, something's occurring. So as this bar closes, I would draw in this level. This is what we'd call a local level of support. Look what occurs here at this bar. We flush down under support, under the price action to the left. So, and we can take a trade right at the danger point. This is what I mean by this. On the close, okay, we can buy with our stop underneath. Okay, this is our danger point, and if let the market prove us wrong. Now we're not taking this trade blindly. You know, we have a lot going on. We have this, you know, we have this local level support. We have this price action. We're making higher highs and lower highs. Okay, now also we're at resistance and we're unable to react. You know, we should think about it. We're at resistance, supply should emerge. Okay, so from this bar, you know, at some point it was here, and we'd be thinking this is the natural area for the market to test. But the fact we hold this level is an additional sign of strength itself. Okay, and all this stems from local support. All this stems from this little nuance here, this advanced use of structure. Not many traders use these little shelves of support. You know, but luckily we can read the strength, and when the market gives an opportunity, as it does here, take the trade. So this leads on to our next nuance. So it's the same chart, but we've added in extra levels. Okay, so this is our original resistance line that we had on our previous chart, and this purple line is our new. Now this purple line is where I would draw resistance. You know why? Well, there are 3 touches, 1, 2, 3 touches. You know, that's important data. For whatever reason, we don't know why, but the market respects this level. And it has also contained price, as in the previous bar has closed under this level. You know, so I'll draw this in from here, and this is our original bar where most people would draw resistance from. And if it closed, and basically this closed under this level, this makes it more strong. This makes this level stronger. So if this bar was to close like this, and we had the same price action like this, you know, it's not as strong as we have it here. So we move along, and for all intents and purposes, we could say that this isn't hold. Yes, this may be stretching it a little, but here is important data. Yes, resistance holds here, the silver line, but look at the purple. Okay, here we can say we're trying to hold support, being the purple dashed line, after a good drive up. So that tells me there's potential demand in this market. Very subtle, but very powerful. As we break into new highs, we have no demand, we have no supplies, we come down, we flush the lows on these 2 bars, but they reverse to close firm, holding our level of support, being the purple dash. And as this does reverse, you know, and push into highs, we could take a trade, but the market's not ready. We come back down, we test for supply, resistance holds, we come back down. Say resistance holds on these 2 little bars here, come back down, flush, you know, the spring that we spoke about on the a minute ago. But as we rally up, we hold here, we hold here, and we hold all along here. Now this is very important information and data that we don't get from the silver line, but we do get from the purple dashed line by using the resistance from here. Now if we were to analyse both lines, the silver line doesn't really help. I only kept it in for illustration purposes. This would be erased. You know, after you see 3 touches and, you know, you see a hold here, and these 2 bars hold here, you know, it's erased, it's pruned. Okay, the silver line is no longer functioning, it's not respected. It's the purple line that tells the story. You know, it has validity. You know, many of you may be thinking this is a little, you know, this man's a little pedantic, you know, slightly anal, but the lines, you know, the lines are close enough. No, far from it. We base most of our trades around structure. We lean against structure. You know, it acts as a cushion. It's our safety net. Think of it as a barrier. So we need to draw our lines correctly. It's of the utmost importance. You know, and from our local level here and our adjusted level of resistance, we get three trade opportunities. We get here, here, and here. This is the NQ, on a 60-minute time frame. This little hidden spring drives up 80 points. That's a significant trade. Even this little swing from this spring, is 50, 60 points. Again, another significant trade. Now, just to clarify things, that this here, I would draw this level in, okay, as we break into the lows. But as we come back up here, so if we draw this in nicely, as we come back as we come back up here and start trading through it, it would be erased. It would be pruned. I'm always drawing lines. They're very easy to applicate or to draw. It only takes a second, and the data and the information we gain is priceless. He literally pays us to use support and resistance structure correctly. As we rally from here, I would also draw this level in. Okay, this wouldn't be pruned until this probably wouldn't be pruned until we're breaking over here. Okay, why? Well, if the market's coming down, it's going to test this, this level or this level. This level is surrounded by, this level here is surrounded by significant tested, valid areas of support. Wyckoff spoke of dams in a reservoir as in they wouldn't be made close to each other. The same principles apply with support and resistance. We need to prune or erase the weaker levels, as in this level. It pays to be aware and know when levels are obsolete. It's part of our job. We don't want lines going all over the place. I've seen some charts all the time which still amaze me to this day. Any opportunity to be drawn, they are on it. They're not even pruned. They are full lengths for every nuance. Literally, here, 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 all along. Thing, you need to do yourself a favour and not give yourself a headache. They're even colour coded, different colours of the rainbow. Unbelievable. Can't make head nor tail, but do yourself a service and prune when the level becomes obsolete. So let's summarise. We don't just draw support and resistance from the highs or the lows. Okay, try to figure out the best fit. Here we have 3 touches. Here we confirm it holds. So in my mind's eye, I'm thinking, okay, this level is probably more important than the conventional use, being the silver line. Now as we begin to trade through it and reverse to close firm above the purple line on these SIP bars, now I know this level is significant, as in the purple line. The silver line would be now pruned, it would be erased. And later on, the purple line, it's the purple line that gives trade opportunities. Okay? Whereas the silver line doesn't. This is a very subtle nuance to understand. It's advanced. We want to be masters in the art of constructing structure lines. They are very, very important. As I said, they give us trade entries and target points. So this concludes the study. Are there any further questions? I'll give you a couple of seconds. What is the purple dashed line at the lows? You mean this? Oh, yes, of course. Okay, well, up here with the silver line and the purple line, we use the structure in a rigid manner. It's touched, touch, touch, we hold. We break down, we hold, we break down, we hold, we hold, we hold. Okay, and this is at resistance. So this, okay. Now, when we come back down here, this is our support level. Okay, and what do we note? The support, buying. Close off the lows. That's buying. Reversal action, buying, buying. Okay, so we break into lows here, and we've got 1 touch, 2 touch. We break up. Wouldn't think anything more of it. We come back down. As we come back down, we get this little bar. As that is no supply in an area of buying. And then we get reversal action, which flushes on, like a hidden spring, which flushes under the those previous 3 bars before reversing, and we can see that it holds again. So this is a local level of support underneath major support, okay, where there's evidence of buying and no supply when we get in this area. Okay, so this local support and this major support are working together. Okay, and I guess that's the point. Up here, it's rigid. Here we work together. It's working together in an area. And why is that? Well, this is accumulation. We are building cores. That the professionals. This is active buying. Like I said. Reversal action, active buying, active buying. This whole move down here, they withdraw from the market and they let supply exhaust itself. But we can see this, we know this for a fact. From this bar here, no supply as we break this major support. And even this bar, we're thinking, okay, we're going, now we might come down. No, I wouldn't think that because obviously I can see the accumulation. Okay, and we will go through accumulation in the next session or two. Okay, so yes, try to think in terms of areas as well, not just rigid single line. So this local level support complements our main level of support. Okay, this isn't weakness. Big difference. Good question. Can you tell me where you would draw the first purple line? Yes, of course. Well, so we have this 1 touch, 2 touch. So as this bar breaks this low, I will draw it on. It's 3 touches. That's it. Good question.